What's good, YouTube? Because of Kobe here. So, we're gonna finish up the Dead Wax performance by Ren. This is the Sick Boy live performance at Dead Wax. We're on the Seven Sins song is the next one. Then we got like 4 or 5 more after that. So I'm gonna hammer those out for you guys. That's gonna be the next videos we do, is the rest of the songs off of this concert. Thank you, Renegades, for all the support on the channel. Thank you for introducing me to Ren and showing me all of his amazing art. I've really enjoyed checking him out, and I've really enjoyed getting to know him, even as a person, watching his live streams and watching him talk about his struggles and everything like that. Ren is an inspiration, and he's a fantastic artist that is great at putting down his opinions of the world and his own values and what he's gone through in life on paper and using it to inspire other people. And I value artists that are like that. So I'm excited to check out the rest of this show. We've broken down all of these songs already, but I'm still going to touch on the lyrics of them just because I really love all of these songs a lot. And it's great to revisit things. So we're going to enjoy the performance. We're going to check out the lyrics a little bit as well. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to get into it on Because of Kabi. Fuck those apples. This is Ren with Seven Sins on this one.
I like for everybody to have a moment of silence for a Welsh eulogy. Eduardo, if you could play Seven Sins, that would be great.
Champagne's out, baby.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. Cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker, cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Descending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement crack. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallel. Pain. Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher.
I love his vibes live. The crowd really adds a lot to the energy of Ren's music. You can see how into it they are. You can see how loyal of a fan base he has. The people that showed up to this concert know the words. They did that ad-lib section for him, the in-between section of the verses before he jumps into the second half of this verse right here. I love it. I love the vibe of this. Ren's lyrics in this are amazing. Lay broken on the kitchen floor, clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. He says, I'm in the bones of a home where the devil could rest. There's pain here. There's so much pain here inside of my body, right? It's an uninvited guest, the autoimmune issues and everything. I cursed the gods and cursed my Messiah, cursed my maker, and cursed all of creation, just saying I don't care about nothing. Nihilistic view on life because of the constant stress of the pain and not being able to feel like he can do what he loves properly at certain moments and stuff like that. He says, there I lay feeble and thin, sick boy, sever my sins. Sever my sins, right? Trying to just make it out of that, make it out of all the darkness and all of the fucking mental torment and problems in his life that have come from the pain that he has to deal with. It says, have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? He describes it as condescending because it's ruining what he's capable of, and it's an outside factor that is out of his mental control. All he can control is his mentality towards how he deals with the arrival of it, you know, when it happens. So it's condescending. It's like a punch in the face whenever you're trying to fucking do your thing. And that's what Ren's describing it as, right? The muscle clenching. He says, tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass, eternal parallax, pain. He's saying you're gonna have to scribe my fucking eulogy onto this stone with broken glass so that your hands bleed to represent the pain of my life. Right? In the final message, I want your hand bleeding too, almost, right? See, it's like crazy, dude. Crazy. Ren is a wild wordsmith, man. This is wonderful. Love the shading of the lighting. Love the crowd energy. Love Ren's energy. This is great.
Pain. A rose emerges from the pavement crack. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resistant, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you in two and it hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bags, body bagging me. Zip it up quicker, leaving zombie. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, on a matapia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, hard grasses and greener.
He's your dynamite dealer.
Dying at the table of the coroner, eat up, fuck. 13 years and I'm a feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empire's tumble.
His breath control is out of control, man. No playback. This ain't that typical rap shit you get with performances nowadays. You guys know everybody uses playback now. And that's not a diss to them. I understand why. I fully understand why, especially when it comes to artists that specifically do a lot of large festivals and stuff like that, because it's more a lot about a vibe with a fuck ton of people where like you're bouncing around and fucking sometimes you might even just forget to sing because you're so excited with the crowd and stuff, you know? So I understand why they use the playback and everything, but Ren is a testament to an artist that can just fucking actually get out there and rap. And that's rare nowadays. That's a rarity with live performances and hip hop and rap music nowadays. Like I said, that's not a diss on anyone that uses it. I just think it's fucking epic when we see somebody doing all of their fucking bars without it and just using the playback for the fill-in ad-libs of the background and the beat, you know? Let's touch on these lyrics for a second real quick, because I love this song so much. He said, pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Beautiful descriptions. Pain resisting, pain will come. Yeah, he says, I'm pain resisting, but it's still gonna come because that's life, and unfortunately, this is what I've been dealt right here, you know? Pain the mother, and I'm the son. He's like, so I was just born to it. This is what has built me. I've had to overcome it, and I've had to become the person that I am to survive it, right? This is such a deep song. Pain that splits you in two when it hits you. The dark and the light are converged to one. Duality. Pain that twists you. The heavens dismiss you. It feels like you've been pushed out of the light whenever you're stuck inside of that kind of feeling all the time with physical pain that you can't get rid of, that you just have to learn to bear and deal with and go through the treatments of and hope that it gets better like Ren has. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. He still believes, though. He has that faith, you know? He has the faith, and he wants to do good in the world and change the world for the better, which he fucking epically has, in an epic manner. It really started a lot with the High Ren song when that came out. And then what else was it? Animal Flow was the first one that I did that you guys had put me on to when that came out, Animal Flow, and then we dove down the rabbit hole and I was just baffled by how deep his life story is and the way he portrays it, and his lyrics is amazing, and he still has that faith. Body bags, body bagging me, zip it up quick if it's a zombie, he said. I feel like a zombie, that's what he's saying. I feel like a zombie, zip it up, he said. That's what he said. Man, it's fucking rough, man. It really is. Search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, onomatopoeia. Sick boy, onomatopoeia, right? Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Yeah, see, he's saying grass isn't greener. That's the onomatopoeia. Yep. Shit. Ren is so good, man. Bright light seizure, dynamite dealer, he said. Yeah, he's saying that's what you're in for. He's telling you that's what you're in for if you want to be me. You want all these blessings and all the stuff that you think is great that you see that I have. This is like towards jealous people, all this envious people. You want to be me. You might not if you actually seen me. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Dine at the table of the coroner, eat it up, fuck. 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Yeah, he's saying lucky number 13, just my luck. The unlucky one is my lucky one. 13 years I've been feeling stuck. Now it's like life isn't stuck anymore, but this is still going on with all the success. Lucky number 13, just my luck, he says. Yeah. He's very intelligent. I love his wordplay.
Rubble and dust, the universe shrinks and the planets combust. God we trust, God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never depressed, a bed where I'm always depressed, a bed with a human oppressed, a bed where a tomb where I slept, a bed that's a room for this mess. Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy, hard to make you stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg the sky for mercy, mercy never came back in me dirty, 33 and hurt because just died at 33 and still my sins are lucky years of turning future stays uncertain, surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion, denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then the pain.
There's a perfect example of it. He had a perfect example of what I was just talking about right there. He used that last section of the playback to get his breath from all that crazy spitting he just did. Allow the crowd to take that part and the playback to take that part, and the echo effect that he placed on it itself, the vocals with that like AM radio kind of vibe to it, you know what I mean? It adds so much to the character of the live setting when the playback is used like that. And Ren just executed it absolutely perfectly. We gotta get into some more of these lyrics right here. Oh boy. Empires tumble, he says, rubble and dust, the universe shrinks and the planets combust. He's like, it just feels like everything collapses sometimes. That's what he's describing. It's like it feels like the universe is shutting down for me sometimes because of what I'm dealing with. But he knows in God we trust is the next line, right? Sir, beautiful writing and wonderful performance. I love the camera angle. Shout out to the cameraman too, whoever did the camera work on all of this. Beautifully done. Love the crowd works, all of the different shots and angles of Ren, all of the lighting, the way he's got the room lit to match the vibe of the songs and everything. That dark red representing the pain and going through the fire of life and everything that he's dealt with. He puts that energy into the room very nicely. He said, God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. The angels wept. I bear witness watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never rest. A bed where I'm always depressed, he said. A bed with a human oppressed. The pain, all that pain is oppressing. Bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. And this mess has created his entire foundation, everything that makes people look up to him, everything that makes people want to do better in their own life, everything that inspires people. That mess, that depression, that oppression, all of that felt in that bed, built all of this that we look at now. And it's crazy to think about when you look at it like that. Sick boy bitten by a tick boy, just a chance encounter, right? An unfortunate thing that happens to some people. Tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks, boy, pain is a gift, boy. Now he's at the part where he's trying to convince himself, right? This is all a gift. Pain is a gift inside of life that you can build from. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees, and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg, he said. That's really relatable to my own addiction. That specific bar right there. I had that exact moment where I had tried everything myself, including going to rehabs. And I was on the verge of not surviving. The doctors had told me that if I continued drinking, I would no longer be here for probably any longer than a year. And that was a really, really crazy fucking thing to hear at such a young age, because I was 27 at the time. Yeah, I was 27, 26 when they told me, maybe even. I might have been 26 still when they told me. I was really young, and I had this moment where I just hit my knees, and it was like, God, if you do something that allows me to survive this somehow, survive myself, what I've done, I'll never go back to it. And I meant it, and that's why I'm here with you guys. And Ren is here for the same kind of reasons, and that's why I respect him so much. He said, I begged the sky for mercy, but mercy never came. I did me dirty. He's saying I didn't handle it well, the pain and everything, so I've done me dirty, not turning this into something, right? And then what did he do, though? This song is about all of those thoughts and things that he had going on inside of him before he hit this level where he's at now, right? This is where all of it came from and how he felt inside, right? And probably still starts to feel it sometimes and has to talk himself out of it, you know? He said, 33 and hurting, cursing, Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. He's saying, I'm no Messiah. That's what he's saying. He's like, don't compare me to Jesus or think that I'm here to be your savior, because it's darker than that. That's what he's saying. And it's not because he feels like he can't be a hero to people, because he certainly has been and is every day, and he tries his best to do everything great that he can inside of not only his own life and helping other people, but helping the music industry get better as well. The meetings he has with the fucking YouTube Music and UMG and stuff like that. Everything he does, right? But he's saying, don't embody me as a Messiah like Christ, because my sins are still lurking, right? Wow, it's so good. He said, gears are turning, the future stays uncertain. Surgeon, incision, murder, ambition. He's saying, I still have that murder ambition. He's like, I have this murderous drive inside of me that literally verges on the real thing at some points, right? He's like, do not tempt me, is seven sins, right? Do not tempt me. That's what he's saying. I'm still dark, right? That's what he's getting at. It's still dark over here sometimes. He said, fear of the unknown preserves a religion, denounce the gods when my body went missing. He said, fear of the unknown preserves a religion, denounce the gods when my body went missing. Boy. He's saying it felt like my body had given up. There was nothing to stand on. I couldn't stand on my own 2 feet. I was trapped in this prison, in this bed, in pain, unable to do the things I loved, hoping for a way out. That's what he's saying. Oh, man. Ren is something else. This is gonna be a long one.
Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing.
Back then, the pain spray ricocheted like a Mac 10. Hot light hit the bed I was trapped in. Red wings, seraphim out of God's grace. Cry tears from heaven like clapping. Stick the pins in the voodoo Henrik. Fixed in, stay humble Kenrick. Stay skeptic, crack the biometrics.
Bloodstained crime scene forensic.
Lights on, lights out.
Fade into the background.
Slow down.
Running from the silhouette of self-doubt.
By now.
Really should be figuring this shit out.
Lights on, lights out.
Smackdown.
Let it be, close on then. Click, clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about my good of intention? Bitterness formed in the storm of aggression. Martin Luther, Mahatma. 6-6 followed by 6, then 7.
Build 'em, praise 'em, bury 'em, dead 'em.
I was born to be half a man with half a...
See, the way that he uses his playback is literally for the parts where it's convenient for crowd participation or breath control. And I love that. I love that that's where he places the playback inside of the mix with these live performances. We haven't gotten to see him do a lot of the hip hop stuff live because he's had trouble with things over the last couple years, unfortunately. Things have not panned out the way he would hope in some instances, and I wish that they would, because the fucking guy is amazing. I really wish the best for him, man, and hope that this all clears up and he's able to go out there and tour properly and do everything he loves. I pray for Ren all the time, man, that he gets all of the wonderful things in life that remove his pain, right? New technology, new medical fucking advancements that can help people like him. I really pray that we get there much sooner rather than later, right? Back then, the pain sprayed, ricocheted like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed I was trapped in. Red wings, seraphim, out of God's grace, cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Beautiful reference. Stick pins in a voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble, Kendrick. Love it. Love it. Beautiful shout outs. Calling out the people he looks up to, calling out the people that inspired him. We got Kendrick, we got Hendrix, we got Clapton. And God's grace itself as well. He feels like he's out of it sometimes, but God's grace as well, right? Stay skeptic, check the biometrics, bloodstained crime scene forensics. He's saying this shit feels like a crime scene. I feel like I'm being investigated half the time with having all the medical tests and shit like that done. He feels like he's participated in his own fucking destruction, right? That's what it feels like. And that destruction resembles the bloodstains of a crime scene and requires forensics and investigation. Wild. He said, lights on, lights out, fade into the background, slow down, running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out, smack down. Man. Let it be, quote John Lennon. Click, clack, John got shot for attention. He's saying, even the things that I signed up for aren't bliss. Look at what's come before me. That's what he's getting at with a bar like that. He's like, like at this point, I'm just starting to see it like this for what it really is, He says, what does that tell you about the good of intentions? Right. Good intentions will not always meet with positive results. That's what he's saying. He's saying that I may have the greatest of intentions when it comes to what I want to do here in this, but life will still throw life. That's it. That's what he's saying. Bitterness formed into the storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Now he's fucking critiquing social things. He's giving a social commentary now, right? Switching into the social side of this outside of himself. He's saying, what's the good in all of this shit that I'm trying to do anyhow, when this is what came before me and what has happened before me, and this is where it leads, what it looks like it leads to. That's what he's talking about. Bitterness formed in the storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped imagining heaven. He said, Martin Luther, Mahatma, more deadness. 666 followed by 6 and 7. Yeah, he's saying we live in a world where the 6 repeats to represent the devil, and then we get to 7, right? Build them, praise them, bury them, dead them. Yeah, he's saying we build things up to fucking rip them apart when we feel like it, and get rid of them when they feel obsolete to us, essentially, or take it from too soon in the case of people like Martin Luther or John Lennon, you know? It's crazy, man. This is crazy work. I remember the last time I broke this down, I thought it was crazy work too.
Chance my heart isn't half righteous, half is damned and half a gram hard. Those troubles and thoughts stay darker than all kind master plans, sharper than glass sharp splinter and cinnamon. I really could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands, expands, baby. My cheese rain down Parmesan. Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man.
Alright, before we get into all of the sins, when he lists them off here at the end, let's get into what he led into that with. He said, I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is damned. He's talking about that duality, right? Half a gram, heart goes, troubles end. Thoughts stay darker than the Urukai's master plan. Sharper than glass shards splinter, and sinner man, irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands expand. Pay me my cheese, rain down Parmesan, he said. Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon, he says. Wild lyrical work.
Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive.
Yeah.
Sin 2, lust makes the grass look greener, crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony, humans consume, planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth, rinse and repeat, runs, repeats, time lost. Sin 5, envy, that's when one man's ring is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopaths. Sin 7, greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need, then take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. So we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat.
Love the flow switch there. Wild flow switch. I love the vibe of this performance, like the lighting and everything. Like I said, this is some really, really good shit when it comes to like the fucking performance itself and the venue and everything. This is really good. Here's our sins. He says sin 1 is pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive, he said. And they say pride comes before the fall, right? Sin 2, lust. Lust makes the grass look greener, but it crucifies trust. Looks greener over there, but then once you're back where you usually are, everything feels dark. You can sit there and try to hide it, but unless you're a genuine psychopath or a sociopath, you're going to start to feel a type of way about that when you look at that person you did that to. That's facts. You'll learn that if you try, right? Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. We're ripping the minerals, the fucking foundations of the soil out for our needs. That's what he's talking about. We consume and we consume. We need more and more, so they gotta rip more shit off of the planet to build it with and everything. That's what he's talking about. Do you think that the lithium and shit for the batteries and stuff in your phones and all of your electronics comes from nowhere? That shit's not easy to get. Think about it. Right? Really think about it. 4, sloth, rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat time lost. They want you stuck watching the same TV episodes over and over again. Oh, it's a rerun? Fuck it, that was funny, we'll watch it again. That's where they want you. They don't want you on platforms like this speaking the way that we get on here and speak talking about all of this shit, actually thinking for yourself and encouraging other people to have free speech, even if you disagree with what they have to say. I say it all the time. Haters come on the channel and they might comment something saying that it's trash or some shit like that on a song or something that I've done. And I'll tell them straight out, I'll either make a joke at them or I'll just tell them that's your free speech and you're allowed to say that, right? They're allowed to say what they want to say. We encourage that on the channel here, the free speech and everything. They do not want you living your life like that. They want you listening to other people talk about things that aren't true on your TV so that you're stupid. And it's not that you're actually stupid, it's just that they've made you think that you are, and they've controlled the narrative for so long that anything outside of it feels wrong to you. And you need to change that, because we need more people that think for themselves. Sorry about that rant, but it needed to happen. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Instead of cheering and participating and joining in on the success, saying, wow, I'm sure glad to be a part of this. It's like if Michael Jordan's or Kobe Bryant's teammates got fucking jealous of them and the whole operation fell apart, which we're kind of seeing that this year. Inside of other realms, outside of Ren, outside of what Ren does in other realms, we've seen that. And that's exactly what it is. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, kill it, psychopath. Yeah, that's all you need to describe the rage section of it. He says sin 7 is greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. And if we take what we need, then take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. We will bleed the planet dry of its resources. And it will, well, actually, we won't kill it. It will figure out what it needs to do to reset itself so that it lives still. And if getting rid of us is what that is, then goodbye. And we need to realize that very quickly, because Mother Earth is the most powerful entity, right? When it comes to human life being sustained, right? This place was created for us to sustain on, but when we take advantage of anything that it comes to sustenance, what happens? You can't have your cake and eat it too. And we're on the verge of learning that lesson if we don't chill the fuck out and figure out better ways to do all of this as a society, right? Ren is very brilliant. I love the way he attacked this song and this concept.
We plant a seed that will destroy us all if we still come to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. So we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat, and we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat, we inherit this land that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, stalkers the creeps, inherit the liars, the murderers, these. One sin for every one day of the week.
Beautiful. All right. I love the diversity of the crowd. There's so many like different kinds of people in the crowd if you really pay attention to all the camera angles as they go by. We got like some punks, some alternatives, some fucking Adidas and Nike sweaters, right? You got every kind of demographic of person going on inside of this crowd, and I love that they all just stand together and unify with each other. That's a beautiful thing that Ren's music does. He says, still we feed and we feed and we sleep, then repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. Bingo. We inherit the mean. We inherit this world that we bruised and we beat. We inherit this vanity, circles of creeds. Yeah, I'm saying it's all hierarchy, right? Circles of creeds. We inherit this vanity. If you're not born into it, you're gonna fucking stress yourself half to death getting to it, and then they're gonna make fun of you when you try to stand beside them once you get there. That's what he's talking about. That's okay. Make fun of them back. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week. Right? He's saying this is what we've inherited and now we gotta fix it, and doing these 7 sins ain't the way to do it. That's what he's saying. He's saying, this is what I came from. This is all the pain that built me. Shit ain't nice over here. It's still dark. Don't think that it's golden. I'm just here, and you guys love me, and I love you, and I'm here to inspire you and help the best that I can. Like I said, like Ren says, shit still ain't nice. It's still dark over here. Just know we need to stay away from all of these sins and all of these energies. We need to save this planet. We need to stop focusing on material gain, financial gain. We need to focus on spiritual gain and building each other back up and saving this fucking planet before we destroy everything. That's what Ren is saying in this song. And that's my best synopsis of the whole plot for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to get the rest of these Dead Wax videos done for you. Really glad to be revisiting these songs. I hope you enjoyed this original video. In the description, as always, y'all go show Ren some love if you want to donate and get a request done. Links are in the description. I do them for free too, so you don't have to donate to get one done. Just if you want to and you want to help out, it really helps me out a lot. I appreciate the fuck out of it. I'm in a wild time of my life right now, so any help is greatly appreciated. I fucking love you guys. Go show Ren love. Subscribe to him. Can't wait to get into the rest of these performance videos for y'all. I got lots of time to make videos now, so like I said, I'm going to hammer these out for you. We'll get through the rest of these Dead Wax performances. I hope you guys enjoy all of the videos. Renegades, y'all are beautiful. Y'all are amazing. I fucking love ya. We out of here. I'm VKmusic. Fuck those apples. Leave a like, comment, subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next ones. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.